Hello everybody. Can anybody hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. We're going to be setting up this evening for imaging. So all I've done so far is polar align in sharp cap. That's literally all I've done. And what we're going to do, I'm going to go through everything from the beginning to get imaging. So currently I am VNC'd in, and I've used sharp cap already to polar align. So that's as far as we've got. So I've polar aligned. So let's go through everything else. So first thing I'm going to do is open Nina and PhD2. Hello Mark. Excellent. Welcome. Right, so we're in PhD. Let's connect some gear. So we'll go in here and connect all. That should hopefully be everything. So that's EQ mod, and hopefully if I click here we should be getting some looping exposures from the guide camera. Great, fantastic. So that's the guide camera doing its thing, and the mount's connected. So let's go into Nina and load the profile which I've set up. We'll just wait for that to come up. Okay, so we're in Nina now, and first thing I want to do is connect to my camera. So it's the 26C from Altair. So I'll just click connect on that. So that's connected. And because I want to start imaging fairly soon, I'm actually going to start cooling that to -5 over 15 minutes. So I'll start that, and I'll also turn the dew heater on as well to stop any condensation building up. So I do have a focuser on this, so it's the Pegasus Astro focuser. So let's connect to that. Hopefully that should connect. Normally takes a few seconds for the Pegasus stuff to come through. There we go, great. And now we'll connect to the mount. That's pretty much instantaneous because we're already connected within EQ mod. And we'll connect to the guider, which is PhD2. So we'll click connect. There we go. So that's the full house of everything that is on the rig outside. Let's now I'm actually going to go straight into framing, and I'm going to load a file from a previous session, and we'll just select the image. So I know it's this one because I was working on the Dark Shark, so I created a folder with one of the previous subs, which is there. So we'll just open that, and then it'll prompt me, do you want to blind solve this? Yes, I do. So I'm going to blind solve, and then that'll populate the right ascension and declination. Yeah, it's clear. I'm amazed. So you're absolutely right, it's clear, and so I'm taking the opportunity to do a bit of imaging. Hopefully if I can get a few more hours on this, that would be cool. So that is the previous sub, and you can see hopefully in this bottom left hand corner it's populated the right ascension and declination there, and those figures are also here, so they've been populated, which is great. So I'm now going to go back to the equipment tab and just check that my camera is cooling. Yep, that's good, it's looking good, great. So let's unpark the mount, and then we'll go to framing again and slew and center. So the mount outside now is slewing, doing its thing, and it is hopefully going to get relatively close, and then it'll take an exposure, but it may fail to plate solve with this at the moment. With the moon out, yeah, why not? Absolutely. Why not? I'm not going to lose anything. I might gain a couple of subs. Who knows? Who knows? You know, it'll be good if I can get something. But with the moon out, you're absolutely right. A dark object like the Dark Shark will be incredibly difficult to image. But I'm up for anything. So, you know. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You miss every shot you don't take. So it has plate solved. It's not within yeah, England. Clear skies, I suppose. Never a truer word spoken. Yes. Take every opportunity you can. You never know when the next one's going to come along or not. So it's super close. I recognise those 3 stars. Those 3 stars there. So that one, this double here, and this one, obviously that one, and that double star there. So far on this object, I have managed, I've got about 12 hours so far, and in order to do it justice, I need probably in the region of 25 hours, and even then it will be very faint. And I have done an appallingly bad process of, there we go, so we're already there. That's it, that's cool. So I'm actually just going to go for broke and just start guiding. Don't like that start. Let's go for a different star. That's better. Right, I'm just going to start guiding just because I can. Calibration too far from the equator. Oh, I know. Okay. But I'm just going to go for it anyway. Okay. Yep, RGB stars might be good. 100%. Yes. Yep. So we'll let the mount just settle for a little while before we come back and see what the guiding's doing. Right, so let's add this target to the legacy sequencer. Short subs, always do short subs. Yes, as I'm about to set up, 100%, yes. So we're already guiding. I want the meridian flip, and we'll, at the end, so that's all good. Autofocus on the start, and after, I always do this about after every 60 minutes as the temperature changes, particularly at this time of year. HFR as well at 10%. I'm going for 60 seconds, so 1 minute subs, and I don't normally do longer than 1 minute, just because I don't. And I'll probably put down, I'll go 500 of those, which will take me through to 0400. That's okay-ish. Dithering every 5 minutes though, so I'm going to go every 5 on the dither. So that is pretty much everything from there. So that's cool. Let's just check everything's okay with the main imaging camera. So it's still cooling, so there's no point starting it yet. Yeah, that's it really. So basically, let's just quickly check on the mount side. That's good. It'll do an autofocus at the beginning, so that's cool. I don't need to do one. What's guiding doing? Guiding's rubbish. Look at that. What has gone wrong? Okay, we'll just let that settle. It does normally settle after a while. Okay. Okay, it's pulled itself back, so that's good. I will send you, I will send myself a picture of the mount outside. So I took a photo before I came live, and let me just send this to my main computer. There we go. Okay, so I will show you what is in the garden. Bear with me, caller. Downloads, there we go. Okay, that's just the usual thing, really. It's the 130 PDS that you can see there. I'm now using a bigger guide scope to try and help with my guiding, and I am just on the EQ5 Pro, which is interesting, shall we say. So yes, that's it really, and that's everything. It's not that bright out there. That was a night shot, so it's a long exposure photograph on my mobile phone. So that is what is in the garden at the moment. There's a fly buzzing. Go away, fly. Right, let's... There you go, guiding has settled. Kind of. Let's see if my camera has... So it's still doing its thing, still cooling down, which is fine. So where is everybody? We've got 4 people viewing at the moment, so welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing well. Where are you all located in the world? Be good to know where you are. Whack it in the chat. Nearly there with the cooling, and then we can start imaging. So if I just check my sequencer, 60 seconds, lights, no filter. That looks cool to me. Great. Just waiting for the camera to cool, and then we can kick off. Soon we'll have clock change, and imaging will start very early in the evening. Hopefully get sort of 8-9 hours a night, which would be brilliant. Really good. I'm also hoping, after I've got this going, I'm going to just finish editing a video. I've got the last bit of footage on here, which I need to just put at the beginning of the video, and then hopefully I will have a very long video out tonight. A lot of the footage, in fact all of the footage pretty much you have seen before, but it's basically a long form of the dual telescope rig project I did, and I'm hoping that I will be able to just publish the whole thing as a long form, so you'll have an hour and 15 minutes worth of video, which is very exciting. And I've tightened a few of the edits and hopefully made the audio a bit clearer as well, so I've just shined it a bit, so hopefully that should be good. Right, a few more degrees to go, and then we can kick off with a bit of imaging. Let's see what guiding is now doing. There we go. So guiding just needed to settle. That's what we want to see. It's much better. So as soon as that disappears, I've also in other news, I've got an exciting thing arriving, hopefully next week, which was basically I finally managed to get all of my YouTube money, which isn't very much. I know, YouTube money. You think no, so a few hundred quid. So and I've put all of that into a new thing, which will be here next week. So hopefully that should be very exciting, and I'm hoping it's going to work. Right, that's looking good. Let's go into Nina. So we're now at minus 3.2. So that's good enough for me. By the time it's done its autofocus routine, we will be at the right temperature. So I'm going to kick off the sequencer now. So that's all fine. 560. Let's do this. So it should now start autofocus. So it has done. So we're going to the imaging tab. Okay, so the first one is always pretty awful. As you can see, you've got lots of little donuts there, and then it will gradually get tighter as the focus gets better. At the last imaging session, which is one of the reasons why this autofocus thing here is not an autofocus thing, I left it imaging and then it became cloudy, and then by the time the mount had got round, it was pointing at trees, so that's why the autofocus looks like spiky things there. So hopefully this will be fine. First autofocus always takes ages. Great, it's reached the bottom now, so it should now head back up. Great, it's looking more like it. Brilliant. Okay, that's cool. So it's now taking its first, so it's now basically taken its first autofocus, and it started its first, its first exposure. I don't know what on earth is going on with my guiding, but it's looking pretty terrible, but I'll just leave that to sort itself out. There we go, that's our first exposure. 2 satellite trails. There you go, 1, 2. Stars are not good because you can see my guiding has had a bit of a hiccup. That's this mount. I don't know what else I can do with this mount. Tried everything, literally everything. So hopefully this next exposure should be better though. Yeah, there we go. They're not too bad, they'll do. Great, okay. So that was a very quick live show. I just wanted to go from basically, I'd already polar aligned, but I wanted to basically just go from setting everything up, building a very brief sequence, and then hopefully sorting, getting imaging really. So that's kind of it. I genuinely don't know what's going on with my guiding. It looks as if something has gone wrong outside, so I might go and have a quick look, see if I can see anything. Oh, satellite's just gone through. So I'm just going to go and have a quick look. I'll be back in 1 second. I don't think there's anything because the rig has not changed at all. Yeah, the guiding's terrible. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look. I'll be back very, very soon. Stay with me. I will be with you soon. I can't see anything. Can't see anything. So, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Right. So I think I'm going to leave this now. Let it do its thing, really. And that's kind of concludes where I wanted to get to with this very short live, really. And I want to get a quick video edited now. So I've got my footage here, which I just need to chop onto the beginning. Thank you all for joining me, and I will speak to you all soon. So take care, everyone. And where's the stop stream? There we go. Take care, everyone. Speak to you all soon.